January 20th, 2025. It's on a Monday, it's in the morning, and Israel and Gaza just had like a ceasefire. I don't know how long that will last, but they just had a ceasefire. They just exchanged hostages. Hamas released hostages, Israeli hostages, in exchange for like Hamas prisoners. And sounds like there's going to be a ceasefire peace deal the day before we fly to Israel. And on the same day as our wedding, it is our wedding today. We are actually getting married, me and Andrew. I can't believe it. Like, I have so many thoughts, so many feelings. We've just been processing it in between renovating this home, furnishing, all this house hacking stuff, in between getting ready, packing, in between getting ready for this baby to come, in between trying to decide like where we're gonna spend the birth, here, Israel, Colombia, where, what. And all the while having so many important conversations in between. I feel really grateful to be with someone where I can have these like really, really important conversations. I really feel like it's just impossible to do any partnership of any kind without a million conversations. Any partnership, marriage or like business or even friendships, like you just, it's impossible without even with all the communication. There's still going to be so much communication that is lost in translation. There's still going to be so much that is like in your head but that you didn't express fully. There's also still going to be like stuff that is in you that wants to come out, communication that you aren't even aware of. So like there has to be also a lot of communication with yourself to even know what the communication is. And so I feel really grateful that we've had so much time together. We're together like 24/7. Neither of us is working like a conventional 9-to-5 job. We live in another country. We live away from like everything that we had known growing up. We live in Indonesia, obviously. Away from everything everybody we knew growing up. There isn't like a lot of distractions. So these conversations have been able to happen without a lot of distraction. Repeatedly conversations. And without as much, we're always going to be influenced by our old paradigms, like always. But I feel like we've been able to do that a little bit less because we're in such a different country. It's been really valuable for us. This whole experience, this whole journey towards getting married has been really valuable for us. I wouldn't choose it any other way. We're going to get married in one of our favorite spots, a restaurant that is like surrounded by monkeys. It's just like, it's like right by the edge of the monkey forest in Ubud. And there's always monkeys climbing in the restaurant and trying to take people's food, and it's really funny. And we're just always there because it's so close to us. We're always there. We know the owner. We told them that we're having a wedding today, and they were like, "Sure, just do it. Like anywhere. It's a big place, and we're gonna have our webcam. We're gonna have this online wedding in the United States." I know I said before that I don't want to have anything official in the United States, but conversations happen and things change, people evolve, our feelings, thoughts evolve. There's so much evolving happening inside of my brain, literally, physically. And so we're getting married officially in the United States, online, with a webcam. And at the wedding is going to be me and Andrew, the owner of the joint place that we're going to. Really cool Indonesian guy. and 2 witnesses. We have 2 witnesses coming to the wedding, and there are really close friends that live in Mexico. So we actually didn't even tell, like, you know, some of our family members know. I think I told my brother that we're getting married today, and he was like, cool bro, see you soon. Like, I mean, I didn't tell anybody. Like, I didn't tell anybody, because there's not even that it's a secret. It's just that we didn't have time to tell, because we, like, scheduled it because we knew we wanted to get married before we go to Israel. Because we just wanted to get married in Bali. It's just relaxing place, calm place, important place that we've been having all these conversations in. It's a place where we conceived our child, scuba diving and a scuba trip. So we just knew we wanted to do that, and we wanted to get married before we go to Israel. It was just literally the day before our flight was what the time that we were able to get, and we asked our friends, the only people that we asked to be the witnesses to our weddings, and they accepted. Or I feel very lucky about that. They were the only people that we asked because, you know, we thought about, like, we've been through such a journey of up and down the past few years. There's people that, like, close friends that I've asked, oh, like, can you be, like, the best man at our wedding, or the best, can you be the best woman at our wedding? You know, like, different kind of, like, titles or whatever you want to call it. Like, can you, you know, like, yeah, we want to do a wedding eventually. Like, we want to do we don't want to do an official wedding. We want to just do a party. We want to, like, and it's just changed so much over the years. And, like, we just didn't end up doing any of the things we thought we wanted to do. We don't want to have a party where we invite a lot of people, because who would we invite? How would they all be together in the same room? Who would die if everybody that we knew was together in the same room? Literally, who would kill each other? Like, we don't know how to figure this out yet. You know, all the people we know in the same room together. Like, that, you know, that's such a funny idea of weddings, is having everybody that you know in the same room together. What if all those people are, like, complete mismatch to be in a room together? What if you don't know who should be in that room? Like, because you just know so many people, and you know them in such different contexts throughout your life. It's just so much. And I know that we're probably going to have in the future parties of some kind. In some way, we're going to have parties to do different things. Like, oh, we'll have probably an anniversary party in the future. Whatever. We'll have a baby party when baby comes. I don't know. You know, we've literally have never, like, thrown like a big party. You know what I mean? So the most appropriate thing felt like having our wedding in a place where we feel the most calm, easy, very easy, like, so cheap. Like, oh my gosh, however cheap you thought you spent on your wedding, like, we've spent even less. And we're proud of it. We're so proud. Like, I'm saying a couple $100. You could get married for a couple $100. It's true. And you could still have the wedding of your dreams for a couple $100. Like, the thing that makes me the most happy is to be in this place surrounded by these monkeys, reminded of all the conversations that we've had that led up to this, and all the memories that we had that have led up to this point of going from we don't want to get married officially to we do want to get married officially. And it's going to keep evolving, and I just have so many feelings, thoughts, like, it's just rolling outside of me. It's so much. There's so much happening, and I feel grateful to anyone that's watching this that is going to experience our wedding day with us through video. I'm so grateful to our 2 witnesses that have agreed to be our witnesses. 3 witnesses, actually, because they have a kid, and we invited her first, actually. They have a little baby. It feels very right. It feels It feels perfect. And I feel just so many up and down residual emotions of like, oh my God, guilt. Like, oh my God, there's so many people to call. There's so many people to like sort out emotions together with. There's so many things to sort out. There's so many things to sort out financially before, like, when getting married, you know. There's so many things to sort out. There's so many plans to make continued, and that, like, there's so many loose ends, right? But we'll figure it out. I feel like at the point where it's just, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Just like we figure this out, we'll figure that out. And it feels like actually the world is in a place where most people are doing the opposite, which is not getting married, but actually getting a divorce, because I just my feed is filled with that, plus people that I'm talking to, like, there's just, you know, I don't talk to a lot of people, but from what I'm hearing, it's just everybody's, the energy back in the States where we came from is like more people are getting a divorce than getting married, or at least avoiding to get married. And so it feels like we're kind of in this little world that we live in, doing our little thing. And it might not be perfect. It might not be perfectly staged or planned. Andrew's out. He's going to find flowers to put in my hair, because there's so many flowers in Bali everywhere you go. So that's going to be my little flower tiara. I'm going to put flowers in my hair. And it's good for us. It's good for us. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna fly to Israel soon. We might give birth in Israel, who knows. And I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited to see my family, all the family members that haven't met Andrew yet. I mean, Andrew only met 3 of my family members so far, I think. 3, and a really close family friend, so 4, I should say. And he's about to meet more. He's about to meet my siblings, and he's about to meet some of my friends that live in Jerusalem, or other places, maybe, potentially. It's been a while since I've been back. And there will be peace in the Middle East when we go there. We're going to be in Israel for Purim, which is one of the funniest holidays that I've ever heard of. In fact, Purim in Israel and Jerusalem especially is hilarious. It is so funny, and I feel really, really, really lucky that we're going to be there. And I don't even know if we're going to wear costumes or what. Like, Andrew and I have never dressed up for Halloween, or anything. Like, we've just not done stuff like that, and maybe we will. I don't know. You know, maybe I'll see if my siblings are dressing up or doing something and we can tag along. It's just such a funny holiday, and it's like the Israeli or the Jewish Halloween, but it's like a crazy hilarious Halloween. Like, people just really go over the top in Jerusalem with their costumes and celebrations, and there's just so much more to say about that, and I'm gonna try to film as much of this as I can. It's so hectic. Like, today, not only do we have our wedding day, they're still gonna be working on this house. Like, the construction workers are gonna come as soon as I finish making this video. They're probably gonna get here, if they're not already in the other room. They're gonna be working all day. We're gonna be packing. We're also going to be, like, doing so many last minute things, meeting with people, you know, because we don't know how soon exactly we're coming back to Bali. We know we're coming back for sure, but we just don't know exactly how soon. Is it going to be, like, before the birth or after the birth? You know what I mean? Depending on how soon the baby decides to come out. And then we're going to be meeting with a bunch of people. We're going to be, like, logistically getting things delivered, delivering things, figuring last minute things out. And I'm going to try to film as much as I can throughout all that, and I'm going to try to film. We're going to be exhausted flying to Israel through UAE. Be exhausted. And I'm going to try to film as much as I can. I love filming. I love sharing this with you guys. I know people are like, oh my gosh, like what about privacy? You're sharing every single detail of your travel experience, or where you're going to be, where you're going. First of all, if I ever needed an alibi of where I was, here are these videos, with the timestamp. Second of all, but that's not why I do this. I do this because I enjoy it. There's something deep inside of me that really, really enjoys sharing exactly where I am, what I'm doing, what's my environment. Like, I just love it. It feels good. And maybe there's something wrong with me. I don't care. It's fun. I love doing this. And it also just makes me feel connected because I live such a lifestyle of isolation. Me and Andrew, we're like isolated from the world. We're isolated from everybody that we've known. And like, I've been like this even before Andrew. I've just always been like kind of on my own and just figuring things out in like different cities by myself. And it makes me feel sane when I'm accounted for, when people know where I am. And it's like, oh, but what about your family and friends? Why do you share with strangers? The thing is that because I've moved around so much, I have so many family and friends. My extended family is gigantic. Actually, my closest family and friends at this point is you guys. You guys that watch this channel are my closest family and friends because you guys are consistently here in my life with me in a way that nobody IRL could possibly logistically be. It's just impossible to fly. So yeah, far from strangers, and thanks for coming on this journey with me. All right. I'm going to continue to get ready, and I want to show you what I'm wearing, the dress that I'm wearing on my wedding day. As you can see, my baby bump sticks out a little bit, but it's hard to tell. Or if I should just, I think maybe I should close it like this. Wait. Yeah, maybe I should close it. Hopefully we'll catch some good pictures with the monkeys. Show you, this is a necklace that I'm going to wear. I think it was my grandma's. I think I stole it from her. I mean, it's not stealing. Like, my grandma just would always let me take her stuff, and I just took it, and it was in my mom's stuff. Like my mom's and my grandma's jewelry was just all sort of mixed up, so I would just, when I was younger, I would just kind of go through it, and I feel like this has been mine for so long just because, like, I just took it at some point. And I have a few pieces of jewelry that are my mom's or my grandma's that I just literally just took as a kid, and I just kept it with me. And I'm sure she won't mind that I am wearing it on my wedding day. And another thing I just realized, because Andrew just stopped by, he had been looking everywhere for rings. I just realized that we didn't get rings. That's what you get in a wedding. Like, nothing that we're doing about our marriage is normal or conventional or like widely accepted. But I think that that's actually a good thing. I like that. I like that if your marriage is set to last long, it has to be for you. It has to be based on your own, what you need, your own rules, what works for you. And I feel like a lot of people end up getting stuck in marriages that they don't like, or it's a bad situation, an unsustainable marriage, just because they were following a bunch of rules that didn't belong to them. So I feel like we're living our truth. And we just remembered that the concept of rings exists. So now we might try to go and find rings together, maybe after the wedding, whenever we have time. Hello, doggy. Just coming to say congratulations. And there is the man of the hour. Ooh. Caught Andrew driving without a helmet on our wedding day. Unacceptable. My beautiful man in his beautiful white shirt.
How does it look?
I think it looks really good. And it's hard to tell in this light, but maybe I'll go stand this way. Yeah, it looks really good. With your haircut. Andrew got a haircut last night.
No, the real star here. Right here.
I'm with my necklace and my Balinese dress, and we match like really well, I think. I think we match really well. Now, Andrew and I are gonna go and take wedding pictures with monkeys. Woo! Our flower girls. 10:34, 30 minutes before our wedding. And we just saw some of our flower girls. Our wedding is starting.
Very soon.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts right now?
My thoughts are that I didn't see any flowers on the way here because it's a rainy season.
But we did see monkeys.
We did see monkeys, and we're gonna get married. It feels right. It feels like exactly the exact way that I want it to be. Surrounded by monkeys. There's like no one in this restaurant except like one person. And our friends that, like the perfect people. Like I feel so lucky that the perfect witnesses, the first people that we asked, only people that we asked to do this are doing this.
It is perfect. This is exactly the way I want to be doing this. I love you.
I love you too. We couldn't have planned this better. We had like a vision and we didn't really know how to put it into words, and it sort of formulated itself in a way.
It did.
Andrew was here, he was talking to the owner, he's like, oh, like, can we just like, do this thing here? And the guy's like, yeah, and yeah. Should I film it? Should I film the ceremony or no? It's too...
Whatever you want.
I'll try to get something.
Yeah, go ahead, film
I'll
it.
try to get something.
Set up the tripod, film it. Just let the camera roll.
Okay.
Hello, you guys. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Nice to meet you. I'm Stephanie. I'll be your officiant today.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Andrew, and this is Pardes.
Do you, Andrew, willingly take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, in good times and woe, for richer or poorer, keeping yourself unto her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Pardes, willingly take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, in good times and woe, for richer or poorer, keeping yourself unto him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Perfect. All right. By the authority vested in me by the state of Utah, I now pronounce you both husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride. Congratulations, you guys.
We were surrounded by monkeys the whole time, not making it up. And they decided to disappear right when we wanted to show the witnesses on camera the monkeys. The monkeys just decided to disappear. And I'm a little obsessed with that, but oh well.